Alright, hello YouTube. Today I just wanted to show something that I don't know if it's if it's gonna stay that way. But it's basically delirium tower farming, and it's kind of funny because delirium basically comes from the distilled memories, emotions. And the thing is, you don't necessarily have to add those. You can get them from natural drops from the tree here. And I did get my second point there and dropped the little flask, which is kind of funny. But yeah, this will just like increase twice as much the income. Um, but before I was just like dropping some maps already instilled or distilled emotions applied to them, and like I was mass crafting my maps, and when they were not good enough, I would just like 3-2-1 them, reforge them here. Um, no matter if it's delirium or not. Wait, why do I still have a lot? Oh yeah, right. I still had a lot. And I wanted to test how how many like um simulacrum splinters I was getting from just running the towers, right? And shout out to Pugs for showing this like strategy for just like rerunning the tower map, because basically if you don't activate the tower map at the end, you will be able to rerun it. And it seems like the splinters are pretty much dropping, have a base amount of splinters per maps, no matter what's the layout. And I would really like to show you a hideout map from this, because these are just crazy. I don't know why my thing is not loading. I think I'll just reset this. Sorry for the long intro. But yeah, it just works in towers. It's pretty efficient, I would say. And you basically need 1 point in the tree to do that, or you just like craft your own maps, right? And normally there's a lot of map mods that I wouldn't run in my maps, like Burning Ground or Pen or whatever, beyond the build, stun build up, stuff like this. But in that case of just tower farming, if you die in your tower, you don't care. You can just rerun another map. Um, Unless like you constantly die, then it's a problem. But if you die like once in a while, it's really not a matter. Let me see if I can find a hideout, because that's pretty hilarious. The other time, my one of my friend was running a hideout with both of these points on the tree, and he told me that let's see, numbers of rare, back size, delirious, right? That should be good. He told me that he was dropping a crap ton of those splinters in one hideout, and I was like, damn. He was basically saying, oh, there's probably too many delirium monsters in the hideout, right? Maybe. But I think it's just of like as you can see, it's just raining. It's stupid. I think it's just like every map has a base amount of simulacrum splinters dropping, and it's pretty stupid. Like this one has a lot of mods that was increasing the numbers of splinters, and I think delirious mods also increase. It's kind of funny. Um, but I wouldn't say it's like the amount of monsters. I think it's more of the base amount of splinters it drops per map. And the thing is, okay, so this is a good example. I'll just loot, I'll stop killing monsters. I'm not gonna finish the map, right? I'm gonna rerun it. And I'll try to actually not die. And you'll see that it won't drop any loot on the second hideout. Well, that's what it did on another one. Maybe it will drop again. I don't know. We'll see. But in my experience, it didn't. So hideout, you cannot just like farm them, but you can do it with the fuck. Let's just get rid of one map. Yeah, you can do it with the towers. So this hideout wasn't completed, right? I could technically rerun another one. Let's not run a crappy one. Yeah, this one should drop a lot. It has numbers of packs, delirious, and increased stack size of simulacrum splinters, which is just more stacks, not increased stack size. Yo, this one gave me 72. I think that's my highest. That's insane, actually. Let me just get rid of that. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good way of, like, in the towers, I think it's a pretty good way to get rid of these maps instead of, like, 3-2-1 them and wasting them, you know? But yeah. Yeah, so far no loot. Maybe this chest will drop anything. Yeah, as I said, like, there's just no more splinters, right? It doesn't drop twice. Oh shit, my mana went yo-yo. Yeah. So you cannot just farm the hideout as I tried. So this is the second time it happens. There's just no simulacrum loot or waystone, you know, it just doesn't drop. But you can do it with the towers. So let's just go back with the towers. And honestly, it's very debatable on which tower is the best. Like, if maps has a base drop, like, the tinier the tower is, the best it is. But then the larger it is, like, let's say the ridge one, the larger it is, the more maps you're gonna drop, and maybe you can self-sustain this. Because it's 1 out of 5 maps that gives you the state emotions already applied, right? But then buying the state emotions, like example for the pack size, it's actually really cheap. It's like 5 emotions per exalt. But then, yeah, I don't know how, like, the numbers of simulacrum splinters works, really. If Delirious really applies, or definitely the when you have the increased stack size applied to your map, it really works. It's actually good, but it looked pretty random to me as well in the towers. But in maps, I constantly drop them like 30 per map average. Like here, it's probably gonna be low for some reason. I don't know why. Like this map has 30% delirious, increased magic pack size, 60%, doesn't have any quant, really. 24% pack size, so it's nothing bad. I should definitely be dropping some. But then it looks like just normal, like if nothing was there. Oh, also, 1 out of 5 maps for any tiers, and you have to be in T11 plus to drop these splinters. So to self-sustain, I think you need to drop like 10 maps per 10 plus maps per map. But even like the first one that gives like increased magic monsters, it's probably a very decent one. So yeah, here it's complete. I can just rerun that map and go again. That was 20 splinters, so that's not bad, right? 20 splinter very quickly, it's actually good. This one has 72% delirious and increased numbers of beasts, that's whatever. So just the numbers of just the delirious is there. We'll see how many splinters I do with delirious only. But yeah, you can test it out yourself and see what works. Like if you do that one, it won't drop any splinters because it's at tier 4. So that one was pretty much unlucky, right? And the thing is also the tablets modifiers won't reapply. It will apply the first time, but not again. Oh, so see, Delirious seems to work. I wasn't wrong. Maybe that was just lucky, we'll see. But it seems like it's gonna work. I'm in Alpha Ridge? Wait, I changed the map. That's weird. But yeah, Alpha Ridge is pretty large. It will drop definitely more maps. I'm already at 16. That's crazy. So maybe what you want to do is like just run your highest delirious one and get rid of the other one. Because you like I had maps that I only had 2 drops. So once and that's it. And also, if you have temporal, this strat is even better because you can run it faster. And like temporal is just makes everything faster, right? But it's so much better for that strat. And I don't know if like what's the most optimal tree for this strat. I would assume like all the right side, all the left side is good. So this is twice as much splinters basically, and also it doesn't really get the difficulty increase if you have the distilled emotions applied to your map, because this difficulty increase is only from the distance of the mirror, and not like when you have it constantly. But I think this one would be great because I'm not always spawning bosses. And if I have more bosses, it's like 4 simulacrum per boss, so that's also real good. But I would go this one first. This one is pretty good, right? Like, it's a lot more splinters, I would say. But also, maybe this one, like not taking this one, but this one is good. But I don't know if this one is actually good. I feel like it's better in real maps. And I would just do these 2, right? But yeah, the other ones are pretty bad. It's just delirium mirror things. Alright. Like this generates an additional reward, which is not applying to the distilled emotions. So I think I got 2 posts in that one. But yeah, this map is extremely large for a tower. And maybe you want to do the other ones because it's just smaller and maybe the amount of splinter doesn't change. Because like the hideout one was all hideouts are extremely small. And it's not normal that I was dropping like 72 splinters in one hideout, you know? That's why it makes me feel like it's probably just having a base numbers of splinters per map. But I could be wrong, maybe hideouts are just bugged. And yeah, once you're there, you just leave. Don't activate it. But yeah. So that one was a 40. A, 72 Delirious gave me a 40. Also, like, what I could do is just, with like what I have here, I could try to just increase the number, let's see, the Delirious meter, right? This one would become a 26. Just one more. Sometimes you can't. Like this one can't. But yeah. Let me know what you think about that strat and how you would improve this. But I think this is pretty OP, man. Like, because those are really expensive already. They're what, like 150. Looks like it's 165 on the trade side, but on Alva it's 150-ish. And a divine I think is like 200 or around 170 maybe. One divine, nice. Okay, cannot tell there. But yeah. I guess I would just run Bluff, in my opinion. Bluff is extremely straightforward. Extremely fast to do. And Mesa is also small, but you have to like backtrack a lot. Because if you don't properly clear it, it's like... It's just not like intuitive to run. You can do the full circle and then you have the little middle. But yeah. I will end the video after this. Like, what do we deal with here? Increase amount of magic, increase delirious 26%, back size 24, and that's it. Like, there's probably ways to make this farm very constant. Like, if you go, if you only target with your maps with like increased numbers of rare, and then apply increased magic, I don't know, maybe it's good. Because I don't think the pack size does too much, but I think the increased numbers of magic and rare is pretty much your best friend. Maybe I'm wrong. Definitely increased quant wouldn't be bad. This was an 18, so 18 from tiny pack size, tiny increase on magic monsters, and tiny delirious. It's not too bad. If you can average like 30 per, it's pretty good. But yeah. Let me know what you think, what you would do. It's pretty new to me. I'll probably test more of this and see how I can make this really constant, as I said. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hope this helps you for making some currency faster, because I kind of got bored of Breach, and I like having new ways to farm. So yeah, bye-bye.